Welcome back to the channel guys, and in today's video we are going to see Mew in action. And Mew, as you may know, that is a very versatile Pokemon and it has a wide range of movesets. So we would be using Mew today, and there is a battle wherein Mew has swept in the entire opponent's team. So that was really amazing for me. And you would also see the couple of battles with the Grasshole team, which in my opinion the opponents played really well, and you will see why. So before we start with the team composition, if you are new to the channel and if you like our content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. We can see that a lot of guys have been viewing our channel but not subscribing, so do subscribe to the channel guys. It helps us out a lot, and it keeps us motivated to get going. So make it happen. And if you want to join the Battleset Discord server, the link to that is in the description down below. So moving on to the team composition, the team which we are using with Mew will be Swampert, Skarmory and Mew. So running pretty standard movesets on Swampert and Skarmory. On Mew we are running Shadow Claw as the fast move and Flame Charge and Grass Knot as the charge moves. So this is the team guys, and I think in terms of PvP rating the team is pretty decent. It lacks in coverage though, but I still feel that Skarmory I think can be replaceable. But Mew and Swampert I think forms a very interesting combination, because Mew has a wide variety of movesets and Swampert really hits hard. So yeah, I think Skarmory is something that can be replaced, but I really like the combination of Swampert and Mew. So that's it for the team composition. Without further delays, let's move on to the battles to see how the battle goes. So we are in an Azumarill lead, and this lead favors Swampert as long as you are able to land a Sludge Wave. So I think this is just an Ice Beam, so I don't need to shield the first Ice Beam, and I charge up a lot of energy. Probably I was at 100. So going for Hydro Cannon bait, let's see. The opponent falls for it, which is really good, because now I will be able to reach the next Sludge Wave, and this will be pressuring the another shield on the Azumarill's end. So the Azumarill double shields and throws their energy, which is even better, because now I think I can come in with Mew and start loading up on energy and possibly start buffing the attack as well. So this Grass Knot is not likely to knock out the Azu from this L, but this will definitely bring it in Shadow Claw range. So I would invest one shield and completely farm down this Azu. And let's see, but the opponent swaps right away into Alolan and Marowak, so we definitely cannot come in with Skarmory at this point. So going for Flame Charge just to boost my attack, and Shadow Claws will start to add up. So definitely need to watch out for a Shadow Bone. So this is a Shadow Bone which is really good, because now I think we can get to another Flame Charge, and this will definitely knock out the Alolan Marowak, and the Shadow Claws will really hurt at this point. So the opponent comes in with Azumarill. This will give us a more opportunity to farm, and they have a Venusaur in the back, which is perfect, because Flame Charge will now KO this or almost KO the Venusaur, and we will be able to take that game. So Mew sweep that team really. So yeah, moving on to the next one, let's see what do we get. And we are in a very favorable lead in form of this Jirachi. So we will be taking neutral damage, but Jirachi will be taking super effective from those mud shots, and Hydro Cannon will really add up over time. So going for Hydro Cannon, this will grab the opponent's shield. So we are already at another Hydro Cannon. So let's see if the opponent opts to shield or let go. So the opponent lets go of the Hydro Cannon. So now we can let go of a Swampert and come in with Mew to farm a lot of energy and start loading up. So we are able to farm down the Jirachi, which is really good, because we are ahead on energy, and there is an Abomasnow which will take super effective damage from that Flame Charge. I think double super effective. So this Flame Charge just really does massive damage onto the Abomasnow. So since our attack is boosted and we were up of shield, so I decided to shield this one. Let's see what the opponent has in the back, and they have an Azu, which is really good, because now Grass Knot will be, since Grass Knot is buffed, it will be able to do a lot of damage, and this takes a lot of health off Azumarill, and the opponent goes realizing they cannot win. So yeah, good game. Moving on to the next one, let's see what do we get. And we are in a Skarmory lead. So again, this is a pretty neutral lead for Swampert, and as long as you don't take a Brave Bird to the face, Swampert can really bring down Skarmory very low and pressure the shields as well. So going for this Hydro Cannon, this Skarmory is obviously not to shield. So this Hydro Cannon, if it lands, this will do a lot of damage and will bring down Skarmory in red. And this chips away a lot of health of Skarmory's, and I think I don't shield there, expecting a Sky Attack. So Sky Attack connects, and we are barely not able to throw the Hydro Cannon. So since I was already at Hydro Cannon, I opt to shield and mud shot down the Skarmory. So I have a charge move ready for anything coming in, and in comes Galarian Stunfisk, which is really good because the Stunfisk will definitely would want to shield the Hydro Cannon. So I swap immediately to Mew, and I think I made a mistake there. I swapped immediately because I did not wanted Stunfisk to farm a lot of energy, but this in turn switch locked Mew with this Stunfisk, and you will see why, because this will depend on what the opponent has in the back, and this Stunfisk already pressure our last shield with that rock slide, so not really looking good, but still we are able to get to a flame charge. This will either knock out the Stunfisk or grab the last shield. So the opponent opts to shield, and yeah, I think we will go down to this rock slide, but we will be able to farm some energy of that Stunfisk. Yeah, I think we still cannot farm down the Stunfisk with a Scam at this point, because they already have some else. So I tried to catch a rock slide there, but yeah, failed miserably, and they have a Ferrothorn in the back, so getting a bit of nice lag. But I think at this point the game is pretty much over. Had we not swapped into Mew immediately, maybe we could have played. But again, I think seeing that Stunfisk Mew, obviously Mew was the way to go, and there was no way that we could have won this match. So yeah, good game. I think Ferrothorn in the back is really a good Pokemon, and I made a video on that before, so if you want to check that out, the link will be there in the description down below. So moving on to the next match, and we are in a Shadow Abomasnow lead. So Abomasnow will hit really hard, but Weather Ball will do some decent damage. So going for Sludge Wave directly, because I was not expecting the Abomasnow to shield. Maybe that was a mistake from my side. Maybe should have gone for a Sludge Wave. So now I'm going for a Hydro Cannon, and this will not be shielded, which is really unfortunate, and this Abomasnow has farmed this completely down. So coming in with Skarmory, so that I don't really, I came in with Skarmory to absorb the damage, but the opponent banks some energy and swapped into Azu. So Azu will throw this Flare Up. This will do a lot of damage to us, but we will farm some extra energy of this Azumarill and go for a Grass Knot. This will not knock out the Azumarill, but will bring down pretty low. And again, we have to go for another Grass Knot, and this will be definitely able to knock out the Azu. But in comes Abomasnow, and Abomasnow throws right away, which is really good for us. We really don't want we don't want to invest a shield in the Scam yet, and they have a Alolan Marowak in the back, so that's really good because we are up 2 shields and we will be able to go for Sky attacks. And I don't really throw the Brave Bird because that would have lowered my defense severely, and I really don't want to, and Fire Spins from Alolan Marowak will hurt. So going for another Sky attack, this will grab the shield, and this is going to be pretty close, and we survive this by shielding the Shadow, or they go for a Flame Wheel, never mind. So going for a Sky attack, this will definitely be able to knock out the Alolan Marowak. So yeah, good game. I think having 2 shields at that point was really critical. So moving on to the next one, and we are in an Obstagoon lead. So this is pretty neutral lead as long as the Obstagoon does not gets a boost. So going for Hydro Cannon straight away, because in this matchup I really want to throw the charge move as early as possible, because if the Obstagoon gets a boost and the opponent opts to shield, then it will be really trouble. So generally the opponent don't opt to shield the first charge move unless they get a boost, so that's why I throw right away. And in comes this Ferrothorn, and Ferrothorn will practically wall us and can farm us down. So not really looking good because this Ferrothorn will be loaded on energy. So need to come in with Scam to absorb any charge move damage that comes in from this Ferrothorn. I was expecting a bit, to be honest, but they go for Thunder, which does a lot of damage onto the Skarmory. And this definitely is a Power Whip, so no need to shield because Power Whip is double resisted. So in comes Azu, and I go for Brave Bird directly because anyway I was going to swap out of that match after this. So definitely Brave Bird was the way to go. And since we are up 2 shields, looking really good for us, but we do need to check because the opponent also has 2 shields. So going for Flame Charge, I not expecting a shield at the opponent's end, which really bummed me out. So since I didn't want to invest another shield in the Azu matchup, I went for flame charge, and these shadow claws are double boosted now, so this will really hurt, but still the opponent has 2 shields. But I think we can go for flame charge just to buff our shadow claws more. Definitely the opponent will shield, but these shadow claws really are adding up, and we will be able to shadow claw down the Ferrothorn. So yeah, the opponent really messed it up there with the shield. So now we are going to show the Grasshole's team, and this is where I really messed up the strategy, because I won the lead, I won the switch advantage, but here is what I did, my first mistake, that I I kept I farmed a lot of energy, which was really good, but then you'll see what happens, that in Bastiodon is definitely would want to come in, and I let go of this charge move, which is the Leaf Blade, and now you'll see I let go of my Skarmory for a bit of health, which was definitely not the way to go, especially since I knew that there was going to be a Shadow Wick in the back. So now what will happen is that even if I come in with my Swampert, then the Mew will just get destroyed by the Shadow Victory Bell, and which you will see. So the opponent is not lagging here. I think they are playing pretty smart. They want Skarmory to get rid of all the energy, and which in my opinion is the right play, because if this Skarmory opts to swap out, then it will just destroy the Shadow Wick. So I was not swapping out of that match because I did not want to really lose a switch advantage there. But what I should have done was that I definitely should have come in with swapped into Mew. That way we would have been trapped. That way the opponent would have forced to swap into Shadow Wick, and then we can just let go of Mew by pressuring the opponent's shields. And yeah, and then Skarmory and Bastiodon, Skarmory would be just taking down the Shadow Wick, and Swampert will be matched up against Bastiodon. So definitely that was the misplay there, and it was the same set which I faced another Grasshole team. So that's why I swapped into Skarmory this time, and this is a Sunny Cherrim. So I think I go for Sky Attack here. I don't completely farm down because Feather Ball will start to damage, and going for Sky Attack, this will most likely grab the opponent's shield, because opponent would do not want to keep lose a switch there. And going for this Feather Ball, I think will not KO us, so I shield the Weather Ball regardless, in the hope to farm down the Cherrim, but Cherrim unfortunately is able to get to the last minute Weather Ball, which knocks a huge chunk of our health. So once the Bastiodon comes in, I swap immediately to Mew, and that's another. Yep, I think I did not adapt to the situation very well, and you'll see what happens next. And although this Flame Charge is boosted, they are barely doing anything to this Bastiodon. And Mew, I am not shielding Mew because I really wanted to keep shields for Swampert, but yeah, Shadow Wick does not need any shield against. You do not need shield against Shadow Wick when you're running Swampert. It goes down pretty quickly. So at this stage, I knew that the game was pretty much over. Even though we are at a Hydro Cannon, the opponent will not shield if they were counting. So definitely they were counting, and they did not shield. And at this point, Skarmory is just too low to do any damage. And yeah, at this point I already lost. So yeah, these Grassholes team are very tricky to use, but still I learned from my mistake, and I will not lose to a Grasshole team if I happen to use this team again. I now know what I need to do. So definitely keeping the Skarmory alive is the way to go, or you can swap into Mew when you see a Bastiodon and grass type in the back. So unless you see a Shadow Victory Bell, don't swap into Skarmory, you just swap into Mew. And yeah, I definitely think that's the way to go, unless it's a Shadow Razor Leafer. I think that's the way to go, but really yeah, you definitely would want to keep the Skarmory alive. I think that's the crux of what I wanted to say. So this is a very I think Mew is a very interesting Pokemon, especially since it has a wide variety of movesets. I think you can run anything to provide additional coverage for your team. So and you saw that Mew swept in couple of matches. So if you happen to like the video, if you like the content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. We are uploading daily, and yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.